Greetings and salutations, my fellow gamers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Blitzbytes, and today we're doing another Fallout 4 settlement tour. As you can see, we have left the Commonwealth once again, but we are not in Nuka World. Oh no. We have gone north to the island, where today we're going to be looking at one of my Far Harbor settlements. And today it's going to be the one located at Dalton Farm. What is it? What could it be? Well, here it is. Welcome to New Harbor. This is the newest harbor located here on Far Harbor. Oh, hold on, I hear something. Provisioner. We'll wait for them to pass by very quickly. As you can see, we do have a nice little trading setup going on here. Close that for now. You guys keep doing your job very well. So yeah, this is New Harbor. As you know, there is Far Harbor and there is South Harbor down to the south. This is New Harbor. I thought of calling it North Harbor, but I thought, no, I want to portray that it's new. So it's New Harbor. Maybe if another harbor is built in Far Harbor later on, we'll change it to North Harbor. Maybe it would be nice if we could have a West Harbor and an East Harbor, you know? We'll have the full trifecta going. Or does Far Harbor already count as North Harbor? I don't know, but all we know is that this is New Harbor, and this is located here at Dalton Farm. So before we go in, you can kind of see right now we have a lot of defense, a nice wall that goes around the entire perimeter, so nothing can get in. So now, let's open the gate and go to this actual settlement itself. I tried to use as much of the location as I could originally, so here we are at the main road. I will give a little backstory for this place in a minute, but for now, let's look at our main building here. This is the Workers' Hut. This is where everyone who lives and works here in New Harbor, this is where they come to sleep. This is their main room. So let's go up here. And as you can see, well, some people have already got their rooms up, so actually this is good, because you'll walk in and you'll see a nice, very bare bed, with a little light nightstand here, a dresser, and a chair. And this is no joke. This is literally how all of the other rooms here in this house are as well. What's the reason for that? Well, it's pretty simple. You see, here in New Harbor, because it's brand new, we had to build it up. We had to make it so that, you know, people can actually come here and live and work and all that stuff. So, of course, we had to have people come in here who just built it. And we didn't have time to build them, like, really nice houses with a lot of stuff on here. No, a lot of people who came here simply to work. So you gave the caps they need, so maybe they can go off somewhere else. Maybe they can start up their own settlements. There are a lot of different people here, but mostly they're all here to work. And because of that, you don't get a lot of, you know, niceties here. You get the bare minimum. You know, you got a bed you can sleep on, a nice little nightstand we can put things, you got a dresser we can put your clothes, and a nice little place to sit, and a mat to step on to so you don't have to wear your shoes to bed. That's basically all you have, because that's all you need. Here at New Harbor, your main focus is to work, build up this location, and make your caps. That's basically all you gotta do. However, I, as someone who runs this place, technically, am willing to, you know, say that maybe could deserve some more nice things. So after this little storage area we have down here, we head up to the top, we see more rooms for workers, but unlike the ones downstairs, these ones have a little bit more flair to them. Sometimes they can have a nice little display, like these Vault-Tec bobbleheads. They'll have a nice little lamp, and a bed with sheets on them. You see, it's a little bit of an upgrade. Because we want to say that if you work hard, you can get a nice little area. This one's still in the process of, you know, being decorated. But again, I purposely did this because, you know, not everyone's going to have new stuff automatically. You know, not everyone's going to be able to enjoy the luxuries here at the harbor because they're more focused on working. But occasionally you can be up here and you can actually make it a little bit more your own because you have a little more money to do so. We'll just say the ones down there without much stuff that just have a bed, they haven't been occupied yet. We only fully furnish it if you are occupying it. Besides that, you're mostly going to be down here. You got this little couch, but again, very bare bones minimum because this is more of a worker's hut, if anything. Where they can come here and rest after a hard day's work before going back to work. So with that, we're going to go outside now. Got some more defenses here again. The wall goes all the way over here, as you can see. So technically, it's not fully defended, but good enough. And we'll come over here in a second. Right now, we're going to head over behind the hut to our main supply of crops. You can see we have someone down here. It's their main job to supply food for the entire settlement. And we have a nice little selection of corn and carrots, but if we head up here, we have new fruit, lots of new fruit, and lots of ham.
What's a synth anyway?
Well, you probably know what a synth is if you actually, learned a little bit more about where you lived. There are a lot of synths here. But yeah, this is our main food supply for the whole settlement. This is where we keep our Brahmin. They like to stand on top of the tub sometimes and float in the air. Yeah, who's a good little Brahmin who likes to float in the air? It's you. It's you. Oh yeah, who's a little cutie? I'm gonna call her Bessie. Bessie, the two-headed cow who floats in the air. So now, you saw all that, but we'll come back to that in a second. For now, we're gonna look at this location right here. So this is where I gotta explain a little bit of history. So, of course, in the gameplay of Fallout, Far Harbor, I cleared out Dalton Farm for the Dalton family, and I was given the whole little farm to do basically whatever I wanted with it. So I was the one who suggested that we build a brand new harbor up here, a brand new place where people can come and work and build up more locations outside of Far Harbor for them to settle on. And I decided this would be the best place to have my own personal house here in Far Harbor. I, of course, have my own personal house back in the Commonwealth, but when I come all the way up here, I want to be able to, not have to travel all the way back or stay in some rinky-dink Far Harbor guest room or something. No, so this is my main house. I know it's like having a big personal house to myself while everyone sleeps in one building could sound a little totalitarian or communist, I know, but I assure you, this is well built. I built this all myself. They built that, they sleep in it. This is my home. I gave them this place to use. This is their location to come and work. So of course I'm going to have a place just for myself. Now originally I did have the door on this side, right on the pier there. However, people kept coming in and sitting in all my spaces and all that, and the Brahmins kept getting stuck there as well because of that, and it was just a whole big thing. So I decided to move the door over here, which unfortunately didn't help. There are still people in there, but I decided to work with it. So let's head in to my personal Far Harbor home. As you can see, we got it's a nice open area. We got a nice kitchen here with some Nuka-Cola. I got some Gulpa slurries here if I need to, freshly made. Some Cup of Joe if I need some. Cups, plates, more Nuka-Cola. I got some Bravo's Best Moonshine from the Commonwealth if I'm feeling a little homesick. Some beer, pitchers, bites, and a refrigerator. Well, it's a nice dining area here, fully set up and ready for dinner with a Far Harbor looking Children of Adam.
A lot of people only got the clothes on their back here.
Yeah, true, very well. But this is a nice little lantern here. And now, so this woman here with a gun, she actually has a purpose to why she's supposed to be here. This is my housemate. She basically takes care of the house whenever I'm not here, and when I am here, she basically just cleans it. And she's not allowed to use it when I'm not here, unfortunately, but she does take care of it, and she's paid very well. Usually she should be sweeping up over here, but, right now she's not really doing that. So now, so let's talk about this. As you can see over here, I have stuffed and mounted creatures that you can find here in Far Harbor that I have killed. So of course I have an angler, I have a gulper here, a Mirelurk king, and that's a Mirelurk hunter, and this is a Mirelurk king.
Children of Adam has any chance?
Maybe. Oh wait, are you actually gonna get back to work? Oh, is she going to? So yeah, this brings it. She just gets to work sweeping up. Yep, sweep that up. Sweep. So these are all of my trophies that I've got from hunting the creatures here in Far Harbor. If we move over here, behind the little dining area here, we have a nice little sitting area where I can listen to music. I have some festive Far Harbor themed decorations here on the wall. Basically stuff that was given by the folks at Far Harbor. I bought those buoys and all that kind of stuff from there. And the Children of Adam signs were given to me personally by Children of Adam for helping them in their little problem with Far Harbor. So, which is very nice of them. I like to keep it up here. I have another Mirelurk hunter up here. It has become the hunted, and now it hangs on my wall with a nice little Nuka-Cola clock. Now, we're going to move over here now. This is where I keep some more of my kills, like a blood bug with a blood color, some more Mirelurk parts, and more regular blood bug. Well, something else to remind me of the Commonwealth, a Captain Cosmos power armor figurine. I keep it here just again as a reminder of the Commonwealth, where I came from, which is also a really nice little conversation starter for people who want to come down here and sit. We got a nice fire here if I need to. Goes right outside, which is really nice. And these are my shelves full of supplies. Basically, I got toasters, I got some food, dishware, some mechanical parts, some games if I need to. I wanted to fill up the entire shelves, but because I don't have a mod working that actually makes them fill themselves, I have to put them in piece by piece, and that takes a long time, people, especially when you want to get it right. You'll see another settlement here in Far Harbor, how it can be a real pain to stack these shelves. But yeah, that is the bottom part, so now I'm going to head upstairs. So walking up the wall here, sorry, the stairs here, we have these little flags that remind me of both the USA, which I served before the war as a sole survivor, and then the Commonwealth Minutemen, which I am a leader of, and which are the ones trying to bring civilization back to the wasteland, including Far Harbor, but we'll come to that in another settlement. These are just parts of a ship that I salvaged nearby, I thought would look cool, and this is my area, my own little personal office. Basically, if I wanted to, take care of some paperwork for the Minutemen while I was here, if I just wanted to get away, maybe type some stuff up, or do some work that's more this settlement related rather than Far Harbor or Minutemen related, this is where I do it, with another one of my kills for a Mirelurk Queen. I got some blueprints here from my main workstation, some robotic ones. I got a power armor workstation here with the Vim power armor paint job. I figured this is such a classic Far Harbor Island kind of paint job that I kind of wanted to have it. I wanted to have it here with me because it's part of my personal collection. And there's one of my personal collection that you'll see in just a second. I got more crafting stations here for chemistry and weapons. I got a nice little sitting area, and I got another Mirelurk here, which I went and killed. And before we look behind me, we can turn over here to a nice little portrait. And what's this? This is my main bedroom area. I got plenty of storage here for clothes. I got reminders of my Minutemen career, more pictures. Nice little Far Harbor lamps with a nice pre-war double bed, just like the one I had back in Sanctuary. It's so comfy and so nice. On days like this, where it's like raining and foggy and the windows are open, oh, it just feels so nice to lay in bed, look out the harbor, and this big Mirelurk that's coming at me. And sometimes I wake up at night and have night terrors by it coming to get me, and I have to shoot it with my nearby gun so that it doesn't try to kill me. Anyway, I also have here this Vim machines. I decide, if I'm going to be here in Far Harbor, I might as well drink Vim rather than New Cola, because I got New Cola all over back in the Commonwealth, so we don't need it. So here I can get some nice cold Vim quartz, some Captain's Blend, and some just regular Vim, So I'm never without something to drink just next to my bed if I wake up and I'm thirsty. Now over here we have a cannon with our main power supply, and then over around the corner here, we have my main display area for all of the unique items I got here on the island. So of course we have the marine armor fully completed. It was just it's so long to get all that, but it was so worth it. I could possibly use it, because it is actually pretty good armor, but I'd rather have it on display here where it's nice and safe. I have Adam's Judgment given to me by the Children of Adam, which is, for me, one of the greatest. It just looks so cool. I always like the idea of that it's not just, fusion cores on a super sledge. It looks like they got some green energy flowing into there. It's so nice. And that cracking effect is just, oh, that's amazing. And the radiation, you can see the radiation coming off it. I realized, but yeah, this is one of my favorite melee weapons in the game. Moving over, we have High Confector Tectus's armor, which I stole from him when I killed him in the bowels of the nucleus. I'm actually kind of surprised how they were able to replicate this for the replacement. But yeah, I decided to keep the original, and now, as long as no Children of Adam come here and see this and wonder, hey, hold on, how did you get this when our High Confessor is already wearing it? Well, then we'll be fine. I like to have this little piece of a reminder of what I had to do in order to achieve peace here on the harbor. We, of course, have my Exterminator's Advanced Lever Action Rifle. This is one of my favorite ones, in terms of long, repeating action guns. That's that little part there with all the wrap on the end. That's pretty beautiful. I have, of course, the Diver's Suit, which was given to me by, I believe, Avery for completing tasks around Far Harbor. And, of course, I use this sometimes if I need to, go dive, really far down. Not really, because I have the perk that allows me to breathe under the water, but if I didn't have it, I'd use this. We, of course, have the Striker from the bowling alley near Far Harbor, another unique weapon that I like to keep here. I have a Radical Conversion rifle here, along with some just some normal coastal armor. Because this is so unique to Far Harbor, I decided I want to have a little piece here for my armor rack. We, of course, have a resilient calibrated powerful radium rifle, and below that, the Admiral's Friend, the legendary harpoon gun. I really wish it had been over a little bit more, but it's fine. This is my full collection of unique items here from Far Harbor. And then out here, nothing really. Just a nice little seating area, you know, where you can come out here, you know, just take a little seat, just enjoy the weather, you know, like, also, I've always said I'm like the missing member of the Addams family. I see all this and I'm just like, oh, what a lovely day. I can just sit and watch all this forever. Mwah. I love it. I just personally love this kind of weather. So let's head out now, and now let's go check out the rest of Far Harbor, of the new harbor. Going down here. Hey, get back to sweeping.
My kids ain't gonna believe the stories about you.
Yeah, could be. I'm just making sure there's no one, you know, sitting here. Usually some people like to come here and sit. So now, let's head, rather than up there to that, we'll save that for last. Let's head over to the actual harbor itself. But before we do, you may know something. I decided to name my house Dalton House, after the fact that this was originally Dalton Farm. And I feel like if I'm going to change the Dalton Farm name to New Harbor, I might as well have the word Dalton somewhere in this harbor. So I decided to name it Dalton House. For the most grand and glorious house on all of Far Harbor, this is it. It's Dalton House. So we're going to move over here now to the actual main harbor itself. Here we have one of our guards on duty, making sure everyone is safe. We have some grills over here, just in case people want to come and cook out, because you really don't have any main cooking ingredients except for, you know, in my house. I have a full kitchen. But for those who don't, they can come out here and grill something in the public if they want to have a nice cookout with everyone. Sure ahead. Over here is our main boxing ring. This guy here who's doing push-ups is actually our second in command. I haven't given him a name yet, or if he, you know, in terms of building this, but I think he does have a name. We'll just say he's John Smith. John Smith here is second in command of Far Harbor. He likes to make sure that everyone here in the harbor is, you know, they're fully up to bone, ready to go, ready to fight if need be. So he runs the boxing ring here in his spare time and likes to do push-ups here to show everyone, hey, look how easy it is. I can do push-ups all day long. Yes, this is where he usually sits, and then over here we have some vending machines, but clearly they're not working. So we have someone probably a little disappointed, maybe someone stole her money. Look, I understand you're upset, but come on. This is not how you do it. Over here, we go to the left, this is our beach area. This is where you can come down if you want to take a swim, you know, just enjoy the water. I feel like not a lot of people in the wasteland probably know how to swim now because they don't really see it as a main necessity. But I figured, you know, people in Far Harbor here have the chance to. I have a nice open area here, but it's gated off, of course, to keep people out. And by people, I mean mostly creatures, Mirelurks, all and such, but there still is enough space here that we can get a nice, good swim. Deep end here, if you just want to wade through the water, you can do that too. Same as over here, nice little dive down, and it's fully encapsulated. You don't have to worry about anything getting in. You can just, yeah, take a nice little sit here. You can just wade in the water or jump up and down. It's great. Essentially, you're safe here. Don't worry. Here in New Harbor, I keep saying Far Harbor, it's New Harbor. Here in New Harbor, you are safe. So now let's go on to the main buildings here. You can kind of get an idea of what it's like. We'll start over here at Fish It. This is our main fishing store here. They go out, whenever people catch fish, they can come here and either sell it or they can, you know, bargain for it. Our main guy here will come out, the one who runs the store will come out here to his personal dock, which they have a few more over there, and they can just take a seat right here on the chair, and they can fish however they want. They got fish, they got bait here, they got traps. You can just sit here for hours and just look at that. Look at that view. Catch fish. It's perfect. Let's get up. I think we're going to. Oh no. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, this is our own personal little fishing dock. here, and being connected right to the fish store makes it really easy to sell your wares. But now, we want to our next store, which is Fashion Show. Fashion Show is where you can come here and buy clothes. Run here by another local. We have a few options here with a little dryer here if you want to actually clean your clothes. The wash is kind of out at the moment, but you can get a nice selection of clothes to wear. Brand new. And of course they have their own little fishing spot too. They can even rent this out to people to fish if they don't use it themselves. But they like to come here and either fish for their own food or fish it and then go sell it at Fish It. So this is a nice little store here for the people who just want to have a little bit more class to their appearance. Next up on the other side here, we have Reload. This is actually our guns and ammo store. We have a nice little selection of heavy weapons and smaller weapons, including something we actually got from Acadia, which is an Institute rifle. We have a Duelist Shish Kebab, which is another rare one. Mostly it's just normal weapons that fire and stuff like that. Some heavy weapons if you need to, even a mighty minigun. You never know when you're going to need something really heavy when it comes to some of the stuff here. Gulper or a Myler Queen, something you gotta be ready for any kind of high advanced weapons. We also sell some armor here. It's kind of light. Most armor is sold over at Fashion Show, but the person here likes to have some armor on display just so that...
It's dangerous, okay?
I know, which is why you sell weapons. They could probably add a few more weapons to the top here, but this is enough for now. I mean, it's just one harbor. And next up to that, we have the clinic. If you're sick, injured, or whatever, this is where you come to heal up. This is our main doctor here. She's taking inventory right now, making sure everything is up and up. Here's where you can come and sit and wait if you need to, or if you're waiting for someone else, you can come and sit here. We have some nice little posters here about health. We have some x-rays, more posters. This is where you come and lay down if you need to, or if you have something need to be done, like getting something off your arm, like a leech or something, or if you need a little operation, or you need to reattach a limb because you were, trying to bring in a fish, but it bit it off or something. This is what you do. We have a nice little selection of chems here if need be, and this is where you can come if you just need, if you're only going to be here, if you need to lay down but it's too short to be here, so like you're only going to be here for like half an hour or something, they come and lay you over here so that this is always open for people who need to be here longer. With some oxygen nearby just in case, you never know, and a wheelchair.
I'll be damned if I give up on taking back my land.
Well, right now you're doing a very good job as our doctor, though you might want to be cleaning yourself up a little bit. You need to be more hygienic, like that. Cleanliness is godliness. All that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, she has some Massachusetts medical journals, and of course a file cabinet for all the patient's files.
I didn't know what we were going to do.
Well, now you don't. We have some storage over here, of course, with a new cola machine. I figured, I'd have some new cola here, just as a little callback to home, since I'm going to be spending most of my time here, since this is where my main house is located. And a trash can. Over here is our main claim to fame. This is a Slocum's Joe. One of our residents found some Slocum's Joe ingredients here on the harbor, and they thought, you know what? I'm going to bring back Slocum's Joe. I'm going to open a brand new Slocum's Joe location here on the island. And this is what they come up with. Inside we have two nice trash cans right at the entrance and some Slocum's Joe booze, and this is our main entrepreneur himself who wanted to restart Slocum's Joe's.
That's some firepower there.
Thank you. So yeah, this is him here, and we've got a ton of donuts up for displays that you can buy, and a little cooking stove, deep fryer, and coffee maker as well. Now, sometimes he will allow people to come back here and make their own donuts because he wants to be a little more interactive with it, but Let's see. What do you got?
What have you got to trade today?
Let's see. We got apple-filled donut, atomic orange donut, bloodleaf tea, blueberry blast donut, ramen milk, cappuccino, chocolate glazed donut, classic glazed. Let's go for a classic glazed donut.
Take it one day at a time.
Thank you, good sir, for your delicious donuts. I'm so glad. This is probably like the best place here in Far Harbor. People come here all the time. Sorry, here in New Harbor. They come here all the time to get donuts, talk the shit after work, and just relax a little bit. Feel a little bit of the old world here at the Slocum's Joe. Now, the final area we have here is called the Pierside Repair. This is a public area, though you still have to pay a slight fee to get in, where you can come and basically do work if you need to. This is where we keep all of our workstations, weapons, armor, and we have chemistry as well. We have some materials here if you need some. First aid, just in case, you never know when an accident may happen. And this over here are our power armor stations, right next to the person in charge of this whole
I
area.
used to be scared of super mutants, but we taught them a lesson this time.
I did. If you don't remember, I did. Don't give me that look. Now, as you can see, most of the power armor stations are empty, except for this one right here, which holds a suit of T60 power armor in the Slocum's Joe paint colors. This is actually a commission by the guy next door who runs the Slocum's Joe, who wants to have something to help promote his business. He thought of either having this on display outside to show, hey, look what old school advertisement can do on a pre-war suit of power armor, or maybe he'll march this around to other locations in here on the island, like maybe Far Harbor and a few other settlements, potentially, for later, and try and promote his business. Say, hey, if you want a good old-fashioned Slocum's Joe donut, you can come to New Harbor and check out the Slocum's Joe location there.
The fog doesn't get us, the storms will.
I feel like this is like a really nice way to advertise. Who wouldn't want to have a donut after seeing something like this? And of course, there's a public pier down here where boats can come in here and dock if they need to from other locations and walk up here, or you just want to fish, you can come down here with your nice little lunch pail and just fish off the dock. Oh yeah, you can see there are only a few places here that actually have their own docks. So I'm very glad that these people here can get them, and there's a nice little public one here if you can't afford to have your own private one. So now, looking over here, this is our main water purification plant. I'm not going to bother going over there because it's basically just the same. Just 2 water purification filters hooked up, and this is where we get all the fresh water from. But now we have 2 locations up there to finish this off. So let's go ahead and go back there.
You would help us.
Yes, I know. Hey, I sunk a lot of money into this place, okay? I want to make sure my investment's well thought out. So over here, if we take this up, we have our main watchtower. This will make sure that if anything's coming at us from any location, we'll all set to go. So first here on the first level, we have a bathroom. This is for the person who is, guarding the the person on the watchtower, because this is where they stay most of the time. We decided to give them a full-on bathroom for themselves, so that they can come here, they can shower, they can go to the bathroom, wash their hands, get clean. Make sure after a long, hard day of watching, they can at least get a little bit of comfort in being clean. The next level up, this is their bedroom. That's a few decorations here with a gnome they probably found somewhere, an alarm clock, plenty of drinks, vim, beer, some more gnomes, storage here for a bucket, and maybe a few chems down there, you never know. This guy does celebrate, the United States. He loves the idea of bringing back the United States, so he wants to have a flag there to show his support. You can see, a nice view here at the top, the whole harbor. Down here, you can see everything. And if anything's coming at us from any angle, we'll be able to see it. So now, who I said earlier, the guy down there doing push-ups, our John Smith, he was the second in command here at New Harbor. Well, normally I'm first in command, but he's not second in command. No, he's actually, when I'm here, he's third in command. So who's second in command when I'm here, and first in command when I'm not here? Well, let me introduce y'all to Maximus. Yes, I did kind of decide to name him a little bit after the character from the Fallout TV show, but also Elder Maxon, because he's also a leader. And Maximus here is actually a resident of the island. He's a former trapper who decided to, turn good after I defeated his group. And he's like, hey, I want to, change my life. I want to, get out of the trapping business. So I said, okay, I'll put you to work. I put him to work at one of my other settlements, and then when he showed his initiative and his leadership skills, and he decided he wanted to come back to, the island and do some work, I was actually starting to put this location together. And so I said, alright, you know what? I'm going to put you in charge of this settlement of New Harbor here on the island. And so now Maximus basically guards the whole area for me. He watches out for any danger coming in from the seas or land. And he makes decisions on my behalf when I'm not here. But of course, if there's a big decision that needs to be made, like maybe you need to banish someone, or you want to do some, expanding of the harbor or anything, he does consult me.
Lost my home when the fog rolled in.
Yeah, I know. That's why he became a trapper. I know. But anyway, like if something's just like, oh, hey, someone stole a donut, they need to be put into the hole or something, or should they get community service? He takes care of that. He decides how to break up little arguments like that. So only major decisions, like other things, that he actually come to me for. This is also where he comes to write his reports up. He has some handcuffs if needed to file his reports. He's got a file cabinet, some weapons here, so he can deal with stuff that's either close by or far away. Plenty of ammunition and storage. And of course, government property, no trespassing, strict area, keep out. Wants to make sure this is only for him. This is his little location here in the harbor. This whole tower is his. He's one of the few people who actually has his own space here in the harbor. And yeah, that is almost everything. We have one more location over here. Where, like I said, we're always trying to kind of expand the harbor and try and add new stuff in here. Well, someone over here has decided to take a ramshackle building that we have here and actually restore it and make it their own home. And this is the guy right here.
Thanks for agreeing to help.
I didn't agree to help you, fix up your house, but I supplied you the parts, if anything. So yeah, he's here working on this house, which he wants to make it to his own private house, so he doesn't have to live down there in the little shared housing. Which I said to him, hey, if you want to put in the effort to build your own house and, all that, fine, go ahead. I'll even give you the supplies, but you gotta do it all on your own. So he's here working on it. As you can see, he's got plenty of materials here. He's starting work. He's got materials over here. He's got nice scaffolding over here, so he can start putting up the roof and the second floor. He wants to have a 2-story building over here. Looks like he's done for the day. So we'll let him go by. We're gonna walk up here. Yeah, long ways to go, but he's starting on the second floor now. He's only got one. He's only got one part of the floor here. So that's good. But yeah, it's a long way to go, but I feel confident in him that he'll get it done.
Is that a hip board? I heard about those.
I have a lot in my other, settlement of the new institute, but I can get you one. But yeah, that's basically it there. That is my settlement of New Harbor, built here at Dalton Farms, and the first step that the people of the island and Far Harbor are taking to reclaim their land from the fog and build more, find their own place in here without anyone telling them what to do. Just them. I like to think that the people here work in conjunction with the people of Far Harbor, so that they make sure that, they trade if they need to. They talk about, hey, how we can expand and add more areas to the harbor and all that. Oh, so as you can see here, yeah, like I said, he likes to come over here and let people just cook their own food, make their own donuts and coffee. It's something he likes to call, come and get it night, where you can just, you can come and get whatever you want. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to make, you can make it here, as long as it's donut related. And of course, some people come here after work to fill out paperwork and such, and just get a nice cup of joe while they're at it. It's a nice little community place here, and I think it's honestly one of my favorite spots in the whole.
It must be 30 years? More?
Sorry, I'm blocking the way in.
Every day another harbor man.
Let's just.
The island.
Yeah, good. Well, they'll come back when they see you got a whole Slocum show operation here. My dude, you have done a good job. You've done a good job here, man. This is a nice idea to have a Slocum show here in the harbor.
I knew the Minutemen would stand by us.
Oh, yeah, she mentioned that, but don't worry about it. The Minutemen are not actually affiliated with New Harbor. New Harbor is its own independent settlement here on the island with some ties to the people in Far Harbor, but overall it is not a Minutemen settlement. It is its own settlement, no Minutemen. That being said, do the Minutemen have no presence on the island? Well, no. The Minutemen do have a presence here on the island. But in what way? Well, that'll have to be for another time. But yeah, that is the whole settlement of New Harbor. I am very proud of this one. I had almost no idea originally what I wanted to do with Dalton Farms when I got it as a settlement. But then I figured, you know what? We're right by the sea here. Why not have it? Why not have another harbor? And I think New Harbor is great. It's got so many stores, so much history you can go for about where it came from. A little personal house here for the captain. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy with this. But yeah, that's going to probably do it for the tour today. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments, of course. Is there anything I could have probably added to here to make it even better? Are things you didn't like? Are things you thought, oh, that's good? You could probably tweak it a little bit. Once again, I'd love to hear from you down in the comments and let you know. And of course, I will have more Summer tours coming out soon, as well as potentially some update videos about what we have coming for Fallout Season 2, because we've gotten a lot of information recently about what that is. So of course, I hope you all like to subscribe to this video. Helps out the channel, helps out me, makes it know that you guys care and that you're watching. It really helps. So, until next time, people, ta-ta, and goodbye for now.